As I found myself climbing the steps of a haunted castle in Ireland, recording a songwriter I'd only met a few days before, I had to stop and ask myself, how the hell did this one happen, Mike? Well, let's start from the beginning. I made a great Irish friend named Ross Traynor while living in Australia. It's one of the awesome things about traveling, these friendships that develop in short bursts of time. When Ross found out I was coming to Dublin for the Globe Series, not only did he pick me up from the airport,
welcome to the Globe Series, Mike.
but he and his family were also kind enough to put me up for the week. Now, as luck would have it, I arrived on the morning of St. Patrick's Day. No work was accomplished on this day. It was simply about taking on the city and taking in some drinks with a friend. Now, I didn't want to bring a lot of camera gear along, but I did bring a GoPro to capture some of the moments. Even the ones I don't remember, like this headbutt, for example. 24 hours later, in the fog of a vicious hangover, I was ready to start recording. The Globe Series has taught me to adapt on the fly because, well, Murphy's Law. A friend of mine from Toronto, Canada, put me in touch with a show promoter in Dublin, who led me on to artist Sinead White. Unfortunately, this gifted songwriter got sick just before my arrival. There was this momentary sense of panic, as I only had 4 days total in the country, but luck intervened, as Sinead introduced me to another brilliant artist by the name of Eoin Martin, who saved the episode by agreeing to share his time and music. Now, because of our tight timeline, Eoin and I had to hit the ground running and start recording just hours after meeting along the Grand Canal in Dublin.
Hi, I'm Eoin Martin. This is Harriet, the Globe Series.
The performance was solid. However, something about the lyrics were both unsettling and intriguing. So we had a chat about this, and it turned out that they related to a very dark piece of folklore from his hometown of Tullamore. Now, what happened next was the most random Globe Series experience to date. Eoin made a phone call, I rented a car, and two people from different parts of the world found themselves road tripping to Charleville Castle, a brooding, haunted space whose castle keeper just so happened to be a friend of Eoin's. Now, I suppose randomness is becoming the lifeblood of the series, and in this instance, it brought Eoin and myself to the residence of a child whose spirit is said to have been wandering restlessly for well over a century.
Well, it's about Harriet, a little invisible friend of ours that lives here in Charleville Castle. Sometimes you do hear her tiptoeing around the stairs at night time. Harriet, unfortunately, the door right behind you, was a servant opened the door and called her to let her know that some of her cousins had arrived for her party. She was having a pre-party 2 weeks before her 7th birthday, or her 8th birthday, one or the other, sorry. But she leaned on the banister on the 3rd story and just kind of happened to trip and fall straight down onto the tiles, and she breathed her last breath about 5 minutes later.
This is Eoin Martin performing Harriet for the Globe Series, with guest accompaniment from Scottish artist Dan Leith.
Round these old cold stone walls, these humble spirits flow from a distance in the halls. They'll aim to reach out into your presence if you call. They'll save their energy so that you'll see is worth it all. The year was 1863. Among these acres of trees there was a short reprise in time. this long abyss. Fell from nursery rhymes into this long abyss. Fell from nursery rhymes into this long abyss of time. Round these Union Jack-shaped trees, the spirit guided me to where I needed to be that night. To think that this all started out with a little playful fight. As I find eclectic little mixtures of contact unfold. She could be swinging coats on hangers when you're not feeling cold. She could help an innocent child find his way down the stairs, or play a trick or two on you just to make her presence aware. She fell from nursery rhymes into this long abyss. Fell from nursery rhymes away from mother's sweet kiss. Fell from nursery rhymes into this long abyss of time.
Within 48 hours of saying hello, Owen and I had now completed his song. But the Globe series is about connecting musicians from all over the world, meaning we still had to record a guest performance for London artist Minnie Birch. We did this here at St. James Gate in Dublin, 3 hours before I flew to Scotland. And this eventually became a sliver of the four-country collaboration in the London episode for Minnie's song Glitter. And with this guest performance completed, my crazy 72-hour recording adventure with Owen had come to a close, and this brilliant Irish artist had given me everything I would need.
Hi Owen, it's Minnie Birch here. Firstly, I just want to say a massive thank you for the accompaniment you did on my track Glitter on the last Globe series. I hope you've had fun filming your session. The question I want to ask you is about your songwriting. You live in Dublin, which is a city known for its music. How do you think living in Dublin has affected you as a songwriter?
Living in Dublin was probably one of the best things I did for my songwriting career. It gives you so much more inspiration just to go out and get involved in the scene and to see how much effort people are really putting in. We really have a good sense of community, and it's kind of this sense that everyone is looking out for one another. And with that, when you go to write your next song, you think, this guy did that thing, this guy did that thing, I want to have my own little thing. And you just kind of strive to have something maybe just that little bit different, just to have your own little quirk, or even just to kind of break away from the norm at the end of the day.
Mate, can you tell me what kind of music is on in the background right now?
That's Trad House. It's the wave of the future.
Wave of the future!
I could go on. I will go on. But no, I'll put an end to that.
And we're doing this all on your lunch break, yeah?
Yeah, we're doing okay. We've got about another 10 minutes or so, so fine.